Capricorn. Okay, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I recommend that you do watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign video. Some of you, that will overlap, right? But always, you want that really well-rounded perspective of the energies that you're going to be facing every week. So that's the best way to do it. There's always an extended reading. The extended reading link is below. That includes your romance-specific reading. That includes, of course, the extended near personal reading, and also now I've added in an erotic tarot portion. That way I can be completely uncensored and just have a grown-up conversation with y'all without having to worry about any kind of YouTube sensitivities. And that link is below. And then, of course, if you love this channel, please do subscribe to the channel and then ring that bell and make sure you select all notifications. That way you'll know when I upload. Capricorn Tarot comes out every single Wednesday along with Aries Tarot and Pisces Tarot. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have a second astrology motivation, second channel, Astrology Motivation. That's where I post my daily tarot card readings, my weekly astrology forecast, and my astrology motivation videos. Yeah, so please go check that out. I'll include a link above, and you're welcome to join me. I go live daily, not now because I'm on vacation, but I go live daily for Monday through Friday on Instagram. So join me because I'd love to hear your voice for daily tarot card readings. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. Let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Oh, I know. It's kind of like a heavy day, I gotta say. Heart chakra. What does your heart really want? What is your, not what your heart wants. What is your heart telling you? Have you been looking too much at what other people have, but other people are getting? Has that been in any way a deciding factor about how you feel about yourself or your life? These are all things to start to take stock of as I pull these cards. The waiting game and deception and envy. Have things gone really quick for somebody else and seem like they're taking forever for you? Does it seem like you have to wait so much longer, or excuse me, it takes so much more time and energy for you to do anything? This is where envy and jealousy and anger can really get the best of us, because it actually makes time seem like it's moving a lot slower than it really is. This is something to be wary of. We have the heart chakra here. Heart chakra energy means, what is it you really love? What is it that you really want to focus on? And is the problem that you actually just haven't been focusing on that? And because when we're not focusing on our heart space, when we're not aligned or doing what is aligned to our heart, our divine purpose, like what we love, right? It's really easy to get petty. The pettiness comes from actually already being detached or being active or working really hard in an area of life where you're detached from your heart. Because if you were really aligned with your heart, you wouldn't you wouldn't care about validation. You wouldn't care about everything that's coming from it. You wouldn't care about even income. I know we all have to worry about income. I'm not trying to be unrealistic. I'm just saying that if you were really aligned with your heart chakra, it wouldn't be a concern. It wouldn't be making you angry. It wouldn't be making you think of giving up. So Capricorn, understand that it's realignment with that heart that's really okay. And then we also have the crown chakra. So you're having a conflict between your head and your heart. That's what's going on. You know, your head is saying one thing, and because our head works in that envy, it works in that greed, it works in that, but I see what everybody else has, and I want what they're having, and and it's conflicting with the heart chakra, which is, but I know how I want my life to go, and I know what makes me happy, and these are the choices that are making me happy. How do we get these two balanced, working on the same page? And that's the sort of realignment that we need to work on right now. Capricorn, I know. We start off suffering in silence. People don't understand just how bad it's gotten, or you haven't completely articulated to the people in your life just how much you are not okay, and how big a lift you feel is in your future, or how heavy the weight is on your shoulders. Suffering in silence. And maybe this was for a long time. This is coming up kind of in the past. You know, one of the best ways to make a breakthrough is to ask people for help, is to talk to them about what you need and say, I'm stuck. There's no way that I can get out of this. And then maybe they'll have a solution for you. Human beings have a natural tendency to want to solve problems. So if you present them with a problem, even if they're not somebody that you like or that really likes you all that much, they will try to solve the problem for you and offer you solutions. So that's some way. It's like open up, because the suffering in silence is actually hurting your cause instead of helping it. It's exacerbating what's in your way. Power. What is this? This power. Oh, it's finding, this is Leo energy. Finding your inner Leo, your inner leader, your inner courage. That's where the power lies. Throat chakra, interesting. Isn't it? I love this. You're trying to find the balance between your head and your heart, and then the throat chakra shows up. And that's the perfect balance, the perfect place in between. So it's definitely like find your voice, roar, maybe scream if you have to. But what did I just tell you? You gotta let it out. You gotta scream, shout, ask for help, beg, cry. There's just this sense of we can start realigning. You can start realigning if you say, this is where I'm at. This is how much I'm hurting. This is how scared I am. That's the kind of thing. And then be willing to accept the help, right? Capricorn. I feel like something flipped for you. They did. It did. Adjustments are required. Okay. Repetitive message. We need a new message, God. Please send that down. This is a repetitive message of, yeah, I know adjustments are required, but what are the adjustments required to? A personal issue reaches resolution. So this is Cancerian energy. It's also a timestamp. This is Cancer season. So some sort of conflict that you're having with the home, around the home, in the home. Adjustments may be required. Fine tuning. We can get more into detail over in tarot, but conclusions are within reach. You're going to get answers. You're going to get answers. You're going to get deals. There's a great time. If you watch the weekly astrology forecast, which I hope you do, you'll see that there's a great time later on this week. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday to sign contracts. It's a really beautiful day for it. Here you have conclusions are within reach. Maybe there has to be some adjustments that are made, but you're going to get your answers, and they're coming soon. It's time to take action. Okay, and what do you need to release? So I think what you need to release is you want to act, you want to behave, you want to do something. You want to just move forward. You want to do something. And so ultimately that's kind of what this energy is. You need to take action on what you need to get rid of, right? And it's also a sense of, in other words, you're going to get a wonderful opportunity soon to be able to release something that you've been wanting to unload, whatever that is. Something to talk about, something you have to get off your chest. Maybe you want to sell your car. Whatever you're trying to unload, you're going to be able to unload that soon. Let's get into the preview of the erotic tarot. It's called the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Nine of Pentacles is finally getting what you have worked so hard for. Somebody desiring what you have to offer. Somebody bountiful coming in, and taking a almost obsessive. Nine of Pentacles is here. But yeah, what does Nine of Pentacles mean? Nine of Pentacles means there's abundance. Maybe you think you're alone, but you're actually not alone. There's abundance coming in your life. You've worked for this abundance. So finally reaping the rewards of standing in your purpose and standing in your confidence. So something's coming into you, probably money. And then we have, I know it's like, I can give you the spiritual meanings, but then how does that translate into what is happening to me? So money's coming in. for work that you've done, or decisions that you've made. Knave of Swords is here. So this is somebody, like, this is the energy of checking somebody out, wanting something, but really not knowing how to go about it, looking at something, desiring something. Sometimes it's a little bit stalkerish energy. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So you have the Page of Swords, who there might be little tidbits coming in, little DMs, little text messages, something coming in. And then the Knight of Wands is actually being able to take action, desiring. What do you desire? What is it that you want? Taking what you want, going after what you want, and not asking permission. So even though it starts as an interest, there seems to be actually being able to do work, or it's almost like, in some ways, the benefits of the rewards are the actual doing. Actually being able to do something that you really like, actually being able to engage in the activity of, like, something that you really like to do, which is reassigning you, getting you back to your heart space. Okay, Capricorn. I know, I'm like, what are you guys up to, dude? Capricorn. 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 Dove, take a leap of faith. All right. All right. It's almost like something's been pent up in you so long, you're not going to have a choice. Take a leap of faith. Why not? Why not? Why not when what's on the other side is misery? That's my question for you. So take this chance. And it really does seem like you've been looking at something for a while now. Thinking about it, interested in it, but now it's like, no, I'm going for it. I'm just going for it because I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the misery or feeling stuck. I don't want to go back to constantly suffering. Like, suffering. It's something for you. Suffering is, like, not necessarily hard work, but it is. It's like constant self-torture, having to constantly torment yourself instead of just let yourself be happy. But a lot of times you're happy working. So leap of faith. This may have something to do with work. Leap of faith. I'm not kidding you guys. Everybody else that sends me personal reading requests, everybody else, every other sign, they ask about love and romance. It's the most popular. Every time I get a Capricorn request, first thing, tell me how my job's going. Tell me how my business is. Tell me when this is going to sell. Tell me if there's money coming in. It's not even a joke. Like, it's just such a powerful concern with that Capricorn energy to build, to do, to create, and to validate your own existence. It's just how it's what I'm saying is, if this were anybody else's reading, I'd say the focus on that energy is very unbalanced, but it's you, and it's how you balance out your life, and it's how you exist. It's actually where your sun is, right? So it's what part of your life purpose is to build legacy, to create functioning businesses, successful businesses, a constant stream of money that supports and helps other things to grow. It's just in your nature. So this is getting back to what it is you really love. You don't have to hate the work you do to make money and build something that you're proud of. And that's the thing that I try to rebalance Capricorns with, is to understand that you could take a job that you can't stand and be making $1 million a year doing it, but you can also be making $1 million, $2 million a year doing something that you love. You have that ability, you have that strength, you have that focus, you have that power. So remember your power and reassign your power to your heart space. Why not be working your ass off every single day and be proud of yourself for working your ass off every single day, doing something that you actually adore, because that is an option, and that's that happy medium. I feel open to writing, open to creativity, open to, guess what? I can create, and I can actually put my focus and energy. I can open up my heart and turn a freaking profit from it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I feel desired. I am open and I feel desired. So you know that what you have inside of you is something that other people want. You know that you have the power to turn this into something that is extraordinarily successful because you can feel, or in some ways you already know, there is a market for it. There is a want or a desire, and that you are going to be extremely good at it. And it's also a sense of, you feel so much more desired and you feel so much more confident when you're aligned with your heart chakra, when you're aligned with doing something that you actually have sincere interest in. When you're in alignment with those things, nobody can stop you. You know what I'm saying? And there's an alignment that's coming here. Okay, I am beautiful. Yeah, I feel desired. I am beautiful. You're proud of yourself. You want to look at yourself. You're actually liking what you see when you look at yourself. And also kind of being seen. You're ready to be seen, or you're ready to debut something that is directly aligned with your power source, going after something that I don't know if you guys are starting a new business or what. But it just really feels like, yeah, this is your power coming into 3D fruition. Like you're actually seeing it manifest, or you're starting to work on this. Capricorn. It's a lot of breakthroughs. Questioning your beliefs. This is in the past. Really taking stock in, but why do I think this is true? Where did this belief come from? Did it come from a lesson that I learned? And was it a good lesson? Or did I learn it because it hurt me and I got afraid, and so I learned to close myself off, shut myself down? Is this a belief that is driven by fear? Or is it a belief that actually helps and nurtures me? This is you in the past figuring, wow, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way. And like I just said, I think the major belief that you were questioning was, do I have to hate what I do? Can I make millions of dollars a year doing what I love? It's like, why do I feel like I have to suffer? See, that's the degrading and counterproductive aspect of Saturnian energy, is mistaking suffering for hard work, because they're not the same things. You can work very, very hard at something and be happy as fuck. Like, you can go to sleep exhausted every night, but with a smile on your face, because you really loved every night. You can't wait to get back up and do it again because you're doing what you loved. That is the truest, most purest form of the purpose of Capricorn, is to build based on their heart's desire, right? But there's this belief that you had to suffer, that you had to just take a job, to work a job and work as many jobs as you possibly could to bring in the money, and that was your lot in life. Well, who taught you that? It's almost like going back and having that conversation with yourself of, who did teach me that? And why the fuck did I believe it? Power. There you go. You're prepared for anything, but what you prefer is to just be at peace and love, and to do what you love. Listen, he has his swords in his back. He's clearly a warrior, but he doesn't have to be. A warrior doesn't have to be at war all the time. A warrior gets to be on leave. A warrior gets to have peace. Yeah, they get that. They also have that as an option. Right? So it's like learning this balance between torturing yourself and working hard and going after something that you really believe in. This is all, but this is you finding that balance. This is you. Real true power is you defining yourself, defining who you are, and not getting lost in the expectations of others, competition with others, or battles that you don't need to fight. See, he's playing his fucking flute. He's bringing music in. He's bringing love. He's bringing joy. He's ready. If he got to kick some ass, he gonna kick some ass. That's fine. But that's not how he's entering the room. Right? That's such an important mentality for you guys to recognize right now. Let's get into these cards because I love their voice. This is Capricorn energy, please. In reverse, imagine you shut down your imagination, or you were having a hard time, you were like stuck, you couldn't come up with ideas, and maybe that discouraged you and made you think, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing, I'm on the wrong path, or just ask for help. Time to go. Yeah, you headed on that road. You headed on that road. Time to go is coming up in the past, though. So you started on this, whatever this is, you started on this a while ago, but it's like you were getting caught, like you were getting, like your head was stuck. Couldn't think of new ideas, or didn't really, but that's easy. I'm sorry, that's the easy button, Capricorn, because you could easily ask people for ideas. And even if you hate all their ideas, sometimes it's hearing ideas that you can't stand that motivate you and be like, oh, wait, oh, this is what I want, this is what I want. Sometimes it's okay. It's a process of elimination, right? No, I don't. It's sometimes you know what you don't want before you know what you do want. But you got to ask for help that way too. You got to say, okay, guys, what do you think? And you're like, oh. And every time they tell you an idea, you're like, oh, that's a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. But as you eliminate the things that you don't want, you start to think of, oh, it becomes very much more clear what it is you actually do want. And so get to asking, man. Get to talking. Use your voice. Yeah, hold on. Let's get these energies here. These are advice cards, Capricorn. Aqua Aura, healthy communication in relationships. Remember, this is not just about, everybody hears relationships, they're like, love. No, we have relationships with everybody, right? We have relationships with our boss. We have relationships with our family. We have relationships with our friends. We have relationships with our lovers. We have relationships with our animals. Relationships, it's saying healthy communication in relationships, all relationships. That's why you got that throat chakra. I'm still here. Energy, healthy let me read you. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. Now, sometimes healthy communications mean shouting at each other. Sometimes healthy communications mean actually showing somebody how fucking upset you are and not holding back so that you look like you got it all together at all times. Because you guys do that, and that actually holds you back. It holds you back because then people don't know that you need help. If it looks like you got it together all the time, then people aren't going to give you help, right? And then you're like, well, why does nobody help me? Because you always walk into the room like, oh, I got it all together. But you don't. Show people that you don't got it all together. Show them. Ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. Ooh, and this requires healthy communications as well. 2222, baby. Divine counterparts and angel number. You guys are getting divine help. You're on the right track. You're on the right path. This is just calling for more honesty, more emotional honesty in your conversations, especially regarding those tender situations. And then prosperity is here, but it's in reverse. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. There has been a block. And that block, I have a great big feeling, has to do with changing the perspective and allowing yourself to be open to the idea that you can be successful and happy at the same time. Did you know? Did you know, Capricorn? Here we go, Capricorn. So these are your animal totem messages. Let's see what they have to say to you. Animal totem messages, please, for Capricorn. Animal totem messages, please, for Capricorn. Animal totem messages, please, for Capricorn. First we have, electric eel spirit. Clearly you're not going to see an electric eel, but if you see electric shocks or electric, any kind of electricity totem that comes, totem as in an image that comes to you, it will show you that bring your ideas to life. So you are definitely bringing something into the 3D. You're in the process of creating something that you've been thinking about for a while that is aligned with your heart space because it's creation, right? So you're bringing them to life. So any of these blockages could be that you're frustrated and upset. But sometimes it's like we block ourselves, We think to ourselves, well, the only way that I can do this is if I have more money. And the truth is that's not always true, right? I have more money, or that's the easy button. If you had more money, you could ship this out. You could get somebody to do it for you, or you could just pay the bill ahead. But be creative, be inventive, you know, use what you have now in front of you. Take the resources that you have and use those. And then we have, now is a lucky time, rabbit spirit. So it's a good time to double down on the resources that you have. This is when you can easily multiply the resources that you already have. It means abundance, it means prosperity, it means fertility. And then you have lizard spirit, which is all about the future and enjoying yourself. Playful future. Dream the world into being. Once again, that's could be challenging energy for you guys, but you're creating, because lizard spirit, think of fire energy. It's creative energy. To not doubt your creativity. Part of why you could be blocked up creatively, maybe because you want everything perfect as it comes out. Let it come out imperfect and then see what you have. Let's go over to tarot, because I want to dive deeper into the erotic tarot, and I want to dive deeper into this reading in general. I will see you guys. The link is below.